on the mix, so stay with us. Good afternoon, I'm Lisa Broom with the CBC News Break. A new report lists Barbados among 4 CARICOM nations where there's been a significant increase in shipments of marijuana. Jamaica remains the largest illicit producer and exporter of cannabis in Central America and the Caribbean, according to the International Narcotics Control Board INCB report. The board's 2014 report said increased production of the drug has been noted in other countries, in particular Dominica and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The report notes that while Barbados is not a major producer of illicit drugs, cannabis cultivation has been found in cane fields, gullies, and enclosed yards. As it relates to cocaine, it said that drug continues to be trafficked using private boats, cargo vessels, yachts, shipping vessels, and go-fast boats. The majority of cocaine is believed to be sourced from Colombia, trafficked through Venezuela, Trinidad and Tobago, and/or Guyana before entering Barbados, and then further trafficked to Europe and/or North America. There are no reports of production, trafficking, or consumption of methamphetamines or other designer drugs. She is no stranger to Barbados after being recognized countless times for her outstanding contribution and tireless efforts in the fight against HIV and AIDS. Well, now, Dr. Carol Lady Haynes' service to Barbados will continue as she's taken the oath, becoming the newest independent senator. The occasion, officiated by Governor General Sir Elliot Belgrave, was witnessed by members of her family. Lady Haynes is the widow of the founder of the National Democratic Party, or NDP, the late Sir Richard Haynes. She replaces Tony Marshall, who was recently appointed as the island's ambassador and permanent representative to the United Nations office in New York. Lady Haynes says it's an honor to serve as a senator.
I am very well aware of the fine tradition of parliamentary representation in this country. I was, as everybody knows, fortunate to have been married to what I consider to be one of the finer parliamentarians. And so I am absolutely honored, and I will certainly do my best to uphold the traditions that I'm following.
Lady Haynes does not expect becoming a senator will impact on her practice as a medical professional.
I am in private practice so that I can control my hours a little bit and work around it. I've done this before when I was with the Global Fund, and I will give it my best shot. And my patients are always, of course, of paramount importance to me, so they will not be forgotten.
A veteran retailer continues to remain positive despite the ongoing downturn in the economy. He's managing director of A1 Supermarkets, Carlton and Emerald City, Andrew Bino.
Well, these are difficult times, so anyone that can maintain the levels that they had would have been doing fairly well in these circumstances. We accept the challenge. We aren't complaining. We aren't shouting either, but it's challenging, and we're making sure that we stay inside there.
Mr. Bino says A1 Supermarkets have continued to stick to the things they're known for, which include good service and a variety of products. He also says they have not had to reduce staff levels despite the economic challenges.
Our staff, really, they're our ambassadors. We have maintained, we have a complement of average 400 people, and through these difficult times, no one has left us because of redundancy. We've maintained the level. Anyone who's left us would have had other reasons for doing so.
A local charity is raising awareness about the plight of people living in Malawi. It's part of Uplift International Barbados celebrations for African Awareness Month. The organization put on an exhibition of Malawian arts and craft in Jubilee Gardens over the weekend to sensitize Barbadians about their annual missions to the African nation, which this year will run from September 7th to the 29th. Local coordinator Winston Griffith tells CBC News about the purpose of their mission.
Primarily evangelism, and then we do medical missions. We go into the villages and we give out medicine. In fact, we meet with the villagers, and so we see them. In fact, some of them will not see a doctor unless we go there. And also we do empower the women by having sewing classes. We get Malawian women to teach the women to sew so as to empower them so that they can benefit themselves. Then we also drill wells. We also present blankets and Bibles to the native, to the brethren in Malawi.
And Jenny Ellis, a UK visitor to Barbados who took in the exhibition with her husband, coincidentally did work in Malawi as a correspondent for the BBC. She gave some insight into what it's like for many in Malawi.
There's a lot of poverty out there. Yeah, I think so. You know, if I think about when I was there, you know, for what, you know, everybody had servants out there, and what you pay your housekeeper for a week was this, you know, how much you pay for a loaf of bread, which is just outrageous.
Barbadian frontline personnel have received training in the CSME document workflow management system. The over 20 workers are now better equipped to streamline information to facilitate improved access to data under the CARICOM single market and economy, and to better share this information among national and regional authorities. Permanent Secretary in the Prime Minister's office, Sandra Welch, says the training was provided during a 2-day program on the CARICOM Trade and Competitiveness Project Workflow Management System at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Centre. Ms. Welch said the CTCP was conceptualized to advance implementation of the CSME to create better opportunities for the people of the region to actively participate and benefit from the CSME. We'll have regional and international news just ahead on the news break.